warrant at a house in 4th Avenue, Harts Gap, Christchurch. Residents reported hearing shots fired in the area. Lashley was taken by ambulance to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital but died around 5 while undergoing treatment for his injuries. It's alleged that Lashley was the man who shot police detective Constable Shane Newton at Melrose St. Thomas almost 3 weeks ago as lawmen were carrying out an operation there. A St. James man will know his fate next Wednesday when he returns to court for sentencing on drugs charges. 51-year-old Larry Chesterfield Thompson of Risk Road, Fitz Village, has been remanded to prison until August 3rd after pleading guilty to cocaine possession when he appeared in the Holetown Magistrates Court yesterday. Thompson was charged with possession with intent to supply, and trafficking cocaine. The charges stemmed from a search warrant which was executed at premises occupied by Thompson last Wednesday. That search discovered just over a kilo of liquid cocaine hidden in a cupboard. A family from St. James has been left in shock after high winds blew part of the roof of their home off at Hoyts Village. The incident at Lot 15, new development, occurred shortly after 4 this morning. The galvanized from the roof also damaged a water meter nearby. Sandra Mayers is the owner of the house. She was at work when she got the call about what happened. When the CBC team arrived this morning, she appeared visibly distraught and preferred not to be captured on camera. Her 2 children were at home at the time of the incident, along with Aaron Jemmett, who also lives there.
When I called first, Marlon was going to get in the bathroom. I hear the wind blowing, and then I hear like saying holler, and when I look, I see the roof over in the road. Try that. We clean out the barrels. We taking out all the stuff with the barrels. The rain falling, and all the time I reckon that with having here.
The head of a local credit union is urging Barbadians to be wary of quick cash loan offers and solutions in terms of the high interest rates and costs that are often involved. President of the BWU Cooperative Credit Union, Dalton Medford, says more people need to aim instead to borrow for more productive purposes.
We think that the idea of getting cash fast and spending on your access is a real serious one, where people are going to these institutions and getting what they consider fast cash. But at the end of the day, the interest rates are extremely difficult for some of them. And then they run back to the credit union and asking you to refinance them and help them to pay off this loan, to pay another loan. And this whole cycle continues. And we want this year to focus more on how do we as a people think about getting money for productive purpose. Yes, you might need a new TV and a new stove and those kind of things. That is all part of helping you feel good about yourself. But acquiring those things, does that sustain you as a person?
Governments across the Caribbean are being encouraged to invest more in cardiovascular care. This comes from Vice President of the Caribbean Cardiology Society, Dr. Richard Ishmael. He was speaking during the first day of the Society's conference. Dr. Ishmael believes all patients need to have access to cardiology care, and therefore governments should invest in order to make it more widely available.
I think that cardiovascular care is best done or most done in the private sector. And I think that governments need really to come on board and invest in the technology and so on to be able to allow all Caribbean people to have access to high-end cardiac care.
Well, President of the Society, Dr. Henry Stewart, says the issue of health is also political.
Meaning to say that you'll have to make the right political decisions to have a community that is safe, that has good schooling, has the basic things necessary to prevent cardiovascular disease. And if we don't start early on, we'll be paying, as a community, we'll be paying very dearly, because we're looking for expensive interventions. We'll be hearing this is too costly, medicine is too costly.
A new water cooler has been donated to the Winston Scott Polyclinic by the Barbados Association. The initiative came about after one of the members of the community visiting the polyclinic realized the previous water cooler was not working. It was brought to the attention of the association and they responded. Medical Officer of Health at the Polyclinic, Dr. Ingrid Cumberbatch, says other people can feel free to donate to the institution.
And what is very pleasing for me is that they came, they saw a need, we asked them, and they were sought to address this need. And we would like to encourage other persons who are donating. If you see a need, just come to the facility managers, explain to them what you would like to donate. We will tell you what processes to go through. For example, how to write the ministry. The ministry will communicate to you in a speedy manner, and that donation can be facilitated.
It's time for a break now, but when we come back, regional and international news. Stay with us.